Hey, thank you for joining me for Thursdays with Terry. I'd like to tell you today about some meetings that were held last week when Deputy Secretary of Health and Human Services, Susan Perry Manning, came to Buncombe County to talk to our Health and Human Services folks about how we do things and what challenges we face. On Wednesday, we talked about early childhood development, primarily the challenge that we face in Buncombe County because child care vouchers simply do not cover the cost of care. So one of the things that was pointed out is that the fact that we may or may not have a waiting list for child care does not necessarily mean we have enough child care. It could be that we don't have a waiting list because there are no teachers or no classrooms to provide that care. It's an issue that is prevalent throughout the state, but child care vouchers in Buncombe County, because we have a particularly high cost of living, don't really compensate for what it would cost to provide care here. And I think Secretary Perry Manning was very sensitive to that issue. We also talked about pre-K and how pre-K reimbursements also don't cover the cost of providing really quality care. Secretary Perry Manning was able to visit two of our child care centers. The first was relatively new. It's been open for about a year, the Christine Avery Learning Center at the Hill Street Baptist Church. And the second has been around for quite some time, the Werner Center for Early Learning. Both are wonderful, wonderful facilities, and I was proud to show Secretary Manning the great work that's being done in Buncombe County. But clearly, the state legislature needs to look at reimbursement rates so that we can extend those services to more families in Buncombe County. On Friday, we visited two facilities, great examples of the wonderful work that Buncombe County Health and Human Services is doing with partners throughout the community. The first was the Family Justice Center. The Family Justice Center is like a one-stop location where victims of domestic violence and sexual assault can get the help they need to get on their feet. There are several nonprofits that actually are in residence there, and Secretary Perry Manning was very impressed with the work they're doing. The second facility that we visited was the Justice Resource Center. Now, this is a place where people can come who are in trouble with the law, primarily nonviolent and youth offenders, where they can get access to resources to get back on their feet. Things like parenting classes or help with job training and developing job skills so that they can get a job. They also do facilitation around community service. All of this and so much more is work that is done in collaboration with groups like RHA, which is a mental health provider, Sunrise, which is a rehabilitation services provider, and Pisco Legal Services, to just help people get their lives back together after they've gotten in trouble with the law, possibly due to drug problems. And if I can make an announcement, my kickoff for my re-election campaign is Thursday, April 12th at 5:30. I hope you can join me. My special guest will be Anita Earls. She is a wonderful, bright candidate for North Carolina Supreme Court, and I am anxious to introduce her to Western North Carolina. The event is going to be on the campus of AB Tech at the Mission Health Conference Center. There's plenty of parking, and I hope you'll join me. Thanks so much for checking in, and I will hopefully talk to you soon.